Well, howdy and welcome to another postcard from Morehead. I'm Larry Dixon, and Lenore on this very cold and snowy day said, I want some smash burgers. So where do you do smash burgers? You do them on the griddle. It's like 31, 32 degrees, but I have my porch slash studio sealed in just like a restaurant would. So I'm going to start off with the hash browns, but I saw this on another video, and they used some Pam non-stick spray to kind of wipe down the griddle. Now I cleaned it really good the last time I used it, really did, but from what I saw, and it looked like it got some of that dark off of there. So I'm going to put down a little bit of oil for my hash browns because they take a lot longer to fry up. So I'm going to put them on first, and while they're frying up, I'm going to go inside and we're going to fix our onions and get ready to have smash burgers on a cold, snowy January day. Spread those hash browns out. Put a little bit more oil on them because we want them to fry up and be crispy. But like I say, the hash browns do take a while. And to make them even turn out even better, I'm going to put some weight on there. And then on Lenore's is into the cauliflower hash browns, so I'm fixing her 2 of those. So while the potatoes are frying up, let's go inside and check out the preparation. We are back in the kitchen, and I've got my onion, I've got a tomato, I've got my buns. Lenore has her own special buns that she uses. Also, I've got laid out, I have some provolone cheese, Swiss cheese, pepper jack cheese. So, you know, we've got a choice. So let's do our onion first. Peel that skin off of there. And when you're doing smash burgers, don't be bashful with the onion. That's what makes them so good. And you want to cut your onion up into relatively small pieces. And like I said, don't be bashful with the onion. It takes a lot of onion to make a really good smash burger. Lenore loves these smash burgers over a regular, where they're extra thin, get a really nice crust on all sides, makes a good sandwich. So you can cut the onion up any way you want to. I just chopped this up into little small pieces. I thought I'd try something different, so we'll see how that works out. Next is my meat. Well, before I do that, I want to do my tomato. Get a few slices of tomato going. Now, a lot of you ask about where do you get this miracle knife? Amazon, or a lot of different kitchen stores. And with this magic knife, you get perfectly sliced tomato. And you can make it as thin or as thick because this knife adjusts right there just like that. Well, the hash browns are coming along nicely, so I've got my tomatoes sliced up. I've got my cheese laid out. I think Lenore usually wants to go with provolone and Swiss. So I'm going to lay that out for her. And I'm going to go with some pepper jack and provolone for my sandwich. So that's got our cheese laid out. And I think I'll go with pepper jack and Swiss. So what's next? The meat. So you want relatively small balls of meat for these smash burgers, because you want them to, when you press them down, and you really want to get a nice crust on both sides. You don't want to tightly compact it either. About 4 good compressions is all you need to get a decent smash burger. So that's got my meat rolled out. I've got my onion cut up. I've got the tomato. I got the cheese. I'm going to toast my bun, but that's going to be last. And the other thing I want to point out, we get most of our meat from Pennington Farms Meat and More. They have some of the absolute best meat that you can get. It's always fresh, and it's right off of their farm. Lenore's cauliflower hash browns, they are done. My regular hash browns, let's check them out. And yeah, they're almost done. I'm going to leave them on just a little bit longer. I need to put a little bit of oil over here on this side. So while that is finished frying up, I'm going to toast our buns, which won't take long at all, because once I get the meat on there, it's going to go really fast. So there's the buns are on there. So now it's time to make smash burgers. Because we want these to be thin and crispy on both sides. As you can see, it doesn't take long when you make them this thin. I've got one more to put on the griddle. So what's next? We're going to put salt, and our bread's toasting up nicely. Oh, that's perfect. And it's hot. Perfect. I bet my potatoes are done. Oh yeah. Look at that, look at that. All right, so that's got the hash browns, my hash browns, Lenore's hash browns. And in very short order, we're going to have some amazing smash burgers. I'm going to season them a little more. And it's time for the cheese. Now Lenore wanted Swiss and provolone. So there's her Swiss. There's her provolone. There's her 2 patties. I wanted pepper jack and Swiss. And then I've got an extra 2 patties, and I'm going to put Swiss and provolone on it. So now's the time to make our sandwiches. So this will be Lenore's. Put it on her special bread. This will be mine. Look at that. Now that is going to be some mighty, mighty fine eating right there. It's time for the taste test. Lenore wanted smash burgers on this very cold day. Thumbs up. Well, mine was on regular bun. This was a cauliflower bun. Look at that. That is some more good eating. That is some good stuff. This has been Postcard from Morehead. I'm Larry Dixon, and well, that was Lenore when she walked off. Be sure to hit that subscribe and like button. See you down the road.